It's time for Happy Tappe Home Tips
I'm so happy about this.
with Luke Tappe of Davis & Freeze Realtors
I'm so happy.
on 97.9 Kick FM.
That's right, Sam. It's a Tuesday, but we bring in our guy Luke Tappe for our Happy Tappe Home Tips from Davis & Freeze. Good morning, Luke.
Good morning, you guys. How are you?
We're doing
pretty
well,
good.
and you have a special guest in here with you. We'll get to Michelle here in just a second. How was Memorial Day weekend? Good weekend?
You know, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I worked a little, but
That's okay.
yeah,
That's all right.
no days off for the wicked, if you know what I mean. But
Absolutely. So set us on up here for our listeners. I think this is going to be a very informative, cool segment. You bring in a guest with you. So tell us all who you brought in with
yeah,
you.
absolutely, you guys. Michelle Echternkamp, she is the owner of 360 Pro Clean. You may have seen her van out and about, but it's very colorful and water splashes all over
Yes.
it. And no, they do very, very good work. And I kind of just brought her in. I've been working with Michelle. She opened 360 Pro Clean about 3 years ago. I gave her a buzz one day, and I'll tell you, after I seen that house that was clean, I had to call her again.
Yeah.
So she is just going to give us some tips, tricks on kind of what you can do to prepare your house.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, here, pass the mic over to Michelle. Michelle, welcome onto the show.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing really well. It's good to have you on here with us. So, you have this company, 360 Pro Clean, where you go in, and you were just telling Sam and I off the air, you said the first time that you had done like a house with a realtor, that this couple had seen the house multiple times, and they weren't sure. Luke brought you in, they came in, you cleaned the house, and literally the couple goes in to see it for the third time. As soon as they saw it, they thought it was a different house. They made an offer right away.
They sure did. They called me about 2 days later and said, "Were you the lady that cleaned that house?" And I said, "Yes, I was." And she goes, "Well, we bought it on the spot." She
Wow.
told me how they had seen it several times before, and they just couldn't make that decision. But once they saw it clean, they could see themselves living in it, and they bought it on the spot. So
Just
then they called me to
incredible.
come clean their house and get it ready for sale. So that's kind of how this all started.
Yeah.
So, what are some things that people can do before you come in and really pretty much transform that? What are some small things that sellers can do to kind of get it ready to get to sell on the market?
Well, what a lot of people do is they give us a call. We come in and we give them a free estimate on what it would cost to clean it. They get all moved out, and then we come in and we work our magic. We like it empty, so we
Yeah.
can clean out every cabinet, every light fixture, every baseboard, everything gets cleaned. If you leave behind the fridge, we even clean out the fridge for you.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, so we got to ask, what are some of those spaces or those stories, one or two that you're like, you wouldn't believe the type of things that you run into with people?
Well, I think a lot of people don't realize, especially if they have pets, how many accidents their pets have in the house, whether it's,
Yeah.
urine or even vomit. We find a lot of cat vomit. So, the carpets are a big thing. And we have a truck-mounted hot water extraction machine where we can come in and we can clean, sanitize your carpet, your upholstery, your tile. We can make it look like new again.
That's just incredible.
Yeah.
And so, Michelle, anyone out here who's listening and they're hearing you talk about these deep cleans, and maybe they're not even in the market for wanting to sell or buy, but they just want to get the house cleaned up after hearing the magic that you work, where can they find more information on 360 Pro Clean?
They can give me a call at 217-779-8084, or you can find us on Facebook or on our website, which is 360proclean.com.
Very cool.
Those kids are going to be home from school in Quincy in the next couple of days, and lots of houses are going to be destroyed, I'm sure, over the
I
next
know.
few months. So definitely give Michelle a call after those kids go back to school.
Yes, and we can come in and do a detail, like a one-time detail clean for you, too, even if you're coming in and clean you top to bottom and
I'm
kind
gonna
of
give
get
you
you back to zero again. So
No, that's
I love
fantastic.
that. I love
Fantastic. All right, Luke. So I want to turn back to you here before we let you go here. From your perspective of being in the industry, someone like Michelle and bringing in an expert like her, is it just one of those essential things now that people need to do? Because If you want your home to sell and be competitive in this market, you got to make sure it's ready to show in that way.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, you guys. There's all kinds of, things that Michelle does that you don't realize how dirty it was prior. One of the things that I cannot stress enough is, like she mentioned, her van mounted carpet extraction machine. I mean, this thing is like, if you're a kid, she's got the Super Soaker 3000 with the backpack. It gets hotter, it sanitizes better, and it extracts more than your Rug Doctor or Bissell machine, and grout. With tile. I've seen some tile that I thought, man, she's never going to be able to get that clean, and go back and, oh my God, the grout is actually the white, the color it's supposed to be again. Just all kinds of things that Michelle comes in and does and takes care of. And she's just kind of that one phone call that we can make and say, this is money well spent.
Yeah, and that's absolutely right. So if you're out there listening right now and you want more expert advice on selling or buying your home, from our guy, Luke Tappe, where can they find you, Luke?
Absolutely, Mark. Davis and Freeze Incorporated Realtors. We're located at 2310 Broadway. You can give our office a call, 217-223-9700, or visit us all day long on Facebook.
It's fantastic. Luke, Michelle, thanks for coming on in this morning.
Thank you.
You guys have a great week, and Luke, we'll see you next Monday, okay?
All right, we'll see you guys.
All right, don't go anywhere. Feel Good Story of the Day on the way. We're live and local on this Tuesday in the Tri-States. It's Mornings of Mark and Sam.
On 97.9 Kick FM.